kits, one to use before you travel and one before you return to FGCU.
The site includes links where you can go to get the tests or even check restrictions in places you could be traveling to. The school's offerings come as the CDC has its own message here on its website for families as Thanksgiving draws near, saying, quote, people who do not currently live in your housing unit, such as college students who are returning home from school for the holidays, should be considered part of different households. Adding, in-person gatherings that bring together family members or friends from different households, including college students returning home, pose varying levels of risk. The language so blunt, it led USA Today to conclude the CDC called out college students in the warning. It may not be the friendliest way to tell families they might not want to welcome their kids back into the home on Thanksgiving, but even the chipper tone from colleges like FGCU have essentially the same message: protect your nest, no matter where it is.
If you have questions, visit fgcu.edu/protectthenest. We'll see you November 30th. Happy Thanksgiving, Eagles!
Now, if your kid's college is not offering those specific holiday guidelines, you can check with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Go to cdc.gov and search for holidays in the search box.
Nationwide, we are averaging nearly 160,000 new coronavirus infections a day. That's an increase of 80% over the past 2 weeks. The death toll in the U.S. now surpassing 250,000. The CDC projects that we could see up to 298,000 deaths by December 12th. 24 states and cities have increased restrictions over the last week. Meanwhile, Pfizer is expected to file for emergency use authorization tomorrow for its candidate vaccine, which showed a 95% success rate.
The first thing we're going to do is to give it to those most at risk. Once those groups have it, and the obese and the elderly, once they have it, then we have to make it a priority to give it to young people to stop the spread.
And Pfizer says it could have up to 50 million doses of the vaccine by the end of the year. To see the latest coronavirus cases in our state and across Southwest Florida, just head to fox4now.com/coronavirus.
Today, Governor Ron DeSantis said millions of doses of the vaccine are ready to be shipped and will go out within 24 hours of FDA's approval in the direction of Florida, but they're not coming to Southwest Florida. The vaccines will be shipped to hospitals in the high population centers of Florida: Miami-Dade County, Broward County, the Tampa Bay area, Orlando, and Jacksonville. Governor DeSantis says our state has purchased 5 million syringes, needles, and alcohol swabs in preparation.
Our goal is to make all safe and effective COVID vaccines available to Floridians who want them. But the state will not mandate that Floridians take these vaccines. That's going to be the choice of each and every Floridian.
Now, medical experts are warning this would only be the first batch of vaccines, which again are not approved yet. It will likely take until at least next year for the production to meet the demand.
President-elect Joe Biden is reaching out to governors and tells them he is here to help. Meanwhile, progressive lawmakers have plans of their own and are hoping Biden comes through on their ambitious agenda. Ray Bogan has the story.
I will be your partner in the White House.
President-elect Biden spoke with the National Governors Association Executive Committee. It includes bipartisan leaders of states that have been hit hard by coronavirus, including New York, Maryland, Michigan, and Alabama.
It's taking massive human toll on your economies. And I know many of you are facing shortages of PPE and testing and other supplies.
As the president-elect continues his transition, some progressives are proposing big ideas. Senator Elizabeth Warren is calling on Biden to appoint a public school teacher as Secretary of Education and cancel billions in student loan debt on day one.
For tens of millions of Americans.
But proposals like that are expensive and would add to the national debt. So they'll have trouble getting past fiscally conservative Republicans.
There are no moderates left in the Democrat Party.
This is how the top Republican in the House responded when asked about canceling debt.
I think getting the economy back working again is the best way of moving forward on how to deal with anyone's debt.
The possibility of a Republican-controlled Senate could also impact who serves in Biden's cabinet. Some conservative Republicans have expressed concerns about confirming their colleague Bernie Sanders as Labor Secretary. Ray Bogan, Fox News.